Hey guys, got a little update for you here. I broke another K-bar. Yeah, and not doing anything too stressful. Basically what I was doing is, well, first of all, I had some uh, limbs and things that were probably around that size in diameter, in that range. And so, nothing this couldn't handle, or shouldn't handle. And so I was chopping and doing different things with this. And really the reason is that after I had broken my first K-bar, and if you just came across this review, definitely check out my first K-bar review. That'll explain kind of some of the background to this. But after I broke the first one and I got this one, I really wanted to get a lot of testing on this one. Because I wanted to know if that first one that I got was just a lemon, if there's just some manufacturing defect in the first one, or if maybe there was a more broad quality issue throughout the KA-BAR USMC knife line. And I'm thinking now that this one snapped off on me that it's more of a broad-reaching problem. Now, I had a comment from somebody on my original KA-BAR review, and they were talking about how they've used this knife or these style of knives for a long time, and how they've personally seen kind of a drop-off in KA-BAR's quality throughout the last few years. And I would probably tend to, I don't have experience with these over 20 years or anything like that, but I would probably think that that's maybe true. And I think that that's probably why so many people still think that they're just an amazing knife, when maybe the reality is that the modern ones aren't quite as good as they're cracked up to be. Now what I was doing with this knife, and I'll use a different knife to show you. Now I had it like this, and there was a log right there, if my arm was the log, and I had it here, and instead of chopping like this, I had it there and I'm hitting it with another log, notching out grooves in that log. And I'm just notching around it. I'm not going too deep, and I'm not like hitting it like this. I'm coming pretty straight down right on it, like that. Just notching out a little section. Before that I had been splitting wood and chopping. Now the first one I snapped in half just while chopping. This one I broke while just kind of hitting it on the spine back here. Which, really I think it should be able to handle completely. If this is going to be a survival knife, as it's termed, a combat survival knife, I think that it should be able to handle that. It was dead wood. It was not green wood. However, it was not like super hard either. I think it's from a fruit tree or something. I don't remember exactly. So it's kind of maybe medium hardness of wood. It's not super soft, but it's not that hard either. So really I'm kind of disappointed in it, and I don't think I was abusing it in any way. I was just using it how anyone would use a survival knife, and just to accomplish all the tasks you need. If you need to build a fire, you gotta chop through some wood. That's how it is. And some guys I've seen say, well, it's probably not the best survival knife, but you should at least still use it as a combat knife. And to that I say, well, if it can't function in a survival situation, why would you want to bet your life in it in a combat situation? So really, I'm kind of falling back on what I said before, in that if you just want to collect it because it's just such a historic knife, been around for so long, so many people love it, that's one thing. But if you're going to do anything where your life could depend on this, survival, let's say this is a day hike knife and you get stranded, somebody breaks their leg, and you have to make a fire and possibly shelter for the night, and this is your day hike knife because you just wanted a lighter weight knife. I think this would be a bad choice for a day hike knife because, well, I think the results speak for themselves. And before it snapped off completely, I was getting a ton of cap movement on here. I did hammer in one nail, and that's what you see there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a lot of play on this cap. If you hear it rattling around, that's what it is. To the point where every time I chopped with this, you'd hear it like rattle. It was really annoying. So I'm gonna send it back to KA-BAR, and I'm going to you know, ask, and hopefully they'll send me another one. That's what they did the first time, and I really expect the same great customer service they gave me the first time. But it's just disappointing. I wanted to say that this was, the first one was lemon, but I don't think I can anymore. So there it is, guys. Bye.